I gotta say, the PS4 definitely out-took, it seems, the Xbox One, which I'm happy about because I don't like Microsoft. Not that I'm a fan of Sony, but I'm a PlayStation guy over an Xbox guy.
Really? I didn't know that about you.
I don't really play anymore, I don't have time, but I was a PlayStation guy. No. Although the most popular word this year was selfie.
Hashtag. Actually,
selfie won dictionary word of the year, and I think that's because what people do is.
Well, you know the hand gesture for it? So. A few friends of myself came up with a hand gesture.
No, this year was a strange year. I mean, we had a pope resign.
We had a pope resign.
Yep. So we have two popes. Well, emeritus pope and the real pope.
The president of my university resigned. I tried to take his job, but that didn't really work.
You had the Boston bombing.
Yeah, we had.
There was
oh my goodness!
A range of terrorism earlier. That's why we had a peace prayer night earlier in the year because that was the 2013 had. I think politically for a lot of people it was a bad year.
Yeah. Book, you can pick up a copy of it.
I'm writing a book right now.
Oh, you are? Okay. Okay, I don't have a book there, never mind.
This actually came out this year. New iPad.
Oh yeah, the new iPad.
And iOS 7, they ruined iOS. So
I was pretty pissed off with that, gotta say.
So sometimes, you know, sometimes changes are always a good thing.
I hate iOS 7 more than Joseph McCarthy hates communism.
I like parts of it. It looks a little candy-ish, very kid color.
Yeah, it's very bubbly.
Yes, that's a good way to put it. Yeah. It doesn't look serious. It doesn't look like a work operating system.
So it's not supposed to be a work operating system.
Is there anything else?
No one asked you, Andrew. You're not on the show. You'll get your credits later.
The cameraman.
You too, Johnny.
Before we end this horrendous.
I was going to give us a quick shout out to our producer, Catherine Hartel. She's doing a wonderful job over there.
She's directing us to probably end the conversation as soon as possible. We just keep talking. But hey, you're breaking the wall here.
Hey, turn around, turn around. You're fired. Okay.
All right. However, I think this year for youth group, we're going to be focusing on the ways I think that the world is being impacted by big figures. I think that's something we need to move into a little bit more. But role models, or the opposite of that, but people who kids are following. I think that's a piece. This year, I definitely want to follow Pope Francis and see where he goes.
You could follow him on Twitter.
I can.
He's very active on there.
But, because he's only been Pope for a short time, but it feels like he's been around a lot longer because of all the things he's done. And I think in 2014, now that he's kind of acclimated himself in, he's there, and his administration's getting set up. It's going to be interesting to see him in the day-to-day and how it keeps going, because it feels like a tidal wave hit, but he's not going away, and that's very interesting, because at first you're like, all right, it's all for, it might not all for show, but it's all new and fresh, okay, and it's going to wither out, but it hasn't, and that's something I think that's great about him, and we'll see if it continues for the next 12 months, and hopefully it does.
When John Paul II was Pope, he was very much into things like that, it's that he was just like this wave just washed over everyone. It's like that's why he had this nickname, John Paul the Great. And so with Pope Francis, you again, we're getting that, but I think in a very different way because of the media that he's getting and everything, that just everyone absolutely loves this guy, and like you said, it's just not going away. Of all the new names that we've found, I think that Pope Francis is on the top of the charts.
He is. Maybe I'll make Time Magazine one day.
Yeah, well, probably not.
So we're going to wrap this up by just saying cheers to a wonderful 2014. We have a lot of wonderful things coming. The next episode will be a little more thought out than this one, I promise.
And gooder.
And gooder. And grammatically correct. Have a good day.